like a Zen moment here. You're becoming one with the bud.
Bill is a pot smoker.
When did you start smoking pot?
In high school, I was about 18.
Catherine, too.
In my second year of college, which was about 68.
Yeah.
And we were protesting the Vietnam War. And of course we smoked.
Linda is a child of hippies.
My parents were very, very adamant that one did not do that kind of thing before one was 18, and I was only 16.
How was it viewed by your peers when you started to smoke? Back then?
Oh, yeah.
Back then?
People were against it.
My friend and I went in the doghouse.
I also was a professor. I taught sociology.
Dr. Miriam Boeri studies the war on drugs. She's an associate professor of sociology at Bentley.
Yeah, this is a film that I show in class, and you probably heard of it, Reefer Madness.
Reefer Madness.
Yeah, Reefer Madness.
Marijuana, the burning weed with its roots in hell.
Reefer Madness, the most well-known anti-marijuana propaganda.
Rolled into harmless-looking cigarettes.
The movie captured the anti-marijuana hysteria of the 1930s.
Debauchery, violence, murder.
This man is widely credited with creating a hysteria about marijuana at that time. His name, Harry Anslinger, and he was the first head of the U.S. Bureau of Narcotics.
I would imagine in the late 30s, the fear must have been intense. He knew which chord to strike, and he struck it.
Anslinger used what he called his gore files, grisly crimes supposedly caused by marijuana-crazed criminals, often with racist undertones.
He linked it to Mexican immigrants, and he said they were bringing this over and they were destroying our communities. And he also linked it to African Americans and said that they were giving marijuana to our white girls and it turned them into sex-crazed women.
By the 1960s, rebellion was in the air, and marijuana part of the counterculture movement. Marijuana! In 1970, Congress classified marijuana, along with heroin and LSD, as Schedule I drugs, the ones with the greatest potential for abuse and no medicinal value.
All my life, whenever I saw a police car light, my heart would freeze.
Just say no.
There was First Lady Nancy Reagan's anti-drug campaign. Then Vice President George H.W. Bush brought it up debating Michael Dukakis.
There was talk of legalizing or decriminalizing marijuana and other drugs, and I think that's all wrong.
This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
You go through life as a second-class citizen because you know that you are a criminal, just because when you go home at night, you smoke a joint instead of drinking a glass of wine.
The generations after that are much more accepting of marijuana.
Professor Boeri says as more people experienced marijuana, or knew people who did, the less they supported prohibition.
Number one, they're more educated, okay? So they're less fooled by things like Reefer Madness, right? I mean, they laugh at that.
That was drilled into their heads. You know, there was a message of fear.
Jim Borghesani was a spokesperson for Yes on 4, the campaign to legalize marijuana in Massachusetts. The campaign did focus groups and polling and learned that most people under 65 weren't afraid of marijuana like earlier generations were.
Young mothers were more worried about the effects of getting caught with marijuana than they were about the effects of marijuana itself. They didn't want to see their children lose scholarships, get a police record.
Seeing similar measures pass in Colorado, Oregon, the state of Washington, without Reefer Madness taking over, helped convince voters here. In 2016, they approved adult use of recreational marijuana.
For the first time, we were no longer outlaws, because before that, we were viewed the same as burglars, rapists, and murderers because we smoked pot.
Maria, people are still truly split over legalized pot. It got approved here with 54% of the vote, but nationally, a Gallup poll shows 64% support it. That's the highest number since 1969.